Hi guys, Rachel with Spunky Misfit Girl here, and today, Merry Christmas. I decided to do a little cute pocket with some 6x6 papers with the Christmas theme. I don't do a lot of Christmas theme stuff. I do love the season, all the lights and the pretty ribbons and sparkly things. So this is just a super cute little closure. I happen to have this fussy cut sitting around. I've been going through all my stuff, trying to use up stuff that I have because I think I'm going to be moving at some point in the not too distant future. So this guy opens up just like that. I made a little card that just tucks into this tuck spot on the side, and I deliberately made it a little taller so it kind of sticks up from that, gives it a little bit of extra interest. If you like that, we can do that, but it's up to you. You can make something that just tucks in there that's a little smaller. And then this guy pops open like this, and we've got two little pockets in here, which should be, if I didn't glue them closed, should be about right for popping in a tea bag. So that can make a really cute little Christmas party favor. Tiny gift, good for coworkers, family members you're not sure you like. I guess with that tea bag in there, I didn't try it out before I made I should have stuffed it in there before I made my closure. So there's a lesson already to start with. Okay, so you're gonna need 2 pieces of 6x6 papers. Totally fine if they're single-sided. I used single-sided, and you can see, you just seen that back. So one of them is going to be this booklet, and then the other is going to be your pockets over here. Okay, and then my interior is white. So I'm using these 6x6 Christmassy papers that I have. I liked how this turned out ultimately with the kind of plainer gray booklet and then the bright splash of red on the inside. So I'm going to use this guy for my booklet. And the first thing I'm going to do is get out my scoreboard and keep her over here by us. And I'm going to put the cover side down. I'm going to score at 3 inches. And then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to score again at 2 inches. Okay, that's my booklet. For my pocket, again, with my outside down, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. And then turn and score at 3 inches. Easy peasy. Nice and simple. And then... okay, we've got our booklet. We're going to put our smaller pieces at the top, and we're going to take out the top left corner. But actually, I think we're going to do it, we want to do it with the inside up, right? Because this flap on the right, that's going to flap down and make the top of your pocket. So let's just take this guy out. Gonna brave the scissors, try to be straight, and I'm trying to take off the score line as well so this will fold properly. So that guy's just gonna fold right down like that to become your top of your pocket. Let's go ahead and make this fold too. My trees are upside down. That's okay. I didn't even think about directional about this being directional paper. I'm okay with it. I'm gonna mostly cover it up anyway with decorations and fussy cuts and such. Okay, so I am going to round those corners of this guy as well. Quickie, quickie, makey, makey. Give it a little ink on that piece. I do like how that looks on the gray. And then for the, no, actually first, let's do this because this is easy. We'll get our booklet all the way ready. So this piece is the piece you cut out, and that's going to become our little tuck spot over here, but we're going to cut it down a little bit. So with that short side up, I'm going to cut it at 1 1/4. 1 1/4. Okay, so I have 2 pieces now. So this guy, my bigger piece, and actually I'm gonna trim off, I've still got the score lines on here. I'm gonna just trim that off too. And that becomes my little tuck here. And that is gonna get around a corner and some ink as well. And then I'm gonna glue just this side and the bottom. Okay. Okay. Okay, very good. That guy can sit to the side for a sec. We're gonna do our pocket. So we're gonna fold this skinny piece in. And then we're gonna take this so against the grain of our score line. Now that that piece is folded in, we're gonna fold this to the edge, right? Because this will make our 2 pockets. Little floating pocket, guys. Okay, and then we're gonna fold on the score line as well. And actually, I'm gonna do it this way first, with it open, and then like this. Okay, so that's gonna make my little floaty guy. Okay, and then I am gonna punch notches before I glue this because it's gonna make life just a little bit easier. So this one here, actually, I can go upright on this. My wreaths have a direction, so I'm gonna go on this guy in here. And then this guy in here will also get a notcheroni. Okay, and then these just get glued firstly on the tab. And that's gonna go right up like that. And then we're gonna want to just open this guy up and just put a line of glue because we want them to have a kind of accordion deal in between here. So just down the middle. Actually, I probably went too far with that because I'm gonna get into my notch. So I should have done it on here. Do it on here. On your back pocket, not your front pocket. Because then you'll glue them together. You'll glue your back pocket closed. Okay? And I'm just going to give that a little bit of a press. in there. And then this guy. Oh, this guy's gonna go in here, but if you want to do the closure the same way as this one, I will show you. And one thing you could also do is you could also put your front closure in behind this pocket as well, but I don't think I'm going to do that. String. So I just took a little piece of twine and glued it in on here before I glue my pocket in. And then I'm going to glue this guy in. You could make this a tuck spot too by just gluing around the edges, but I think I'm just going to go ahead Actually, I think I did this one too, just down the middle, and maybe that's better because then it will. I was debating whether to glue it in on that whole back, but I think just down the middle is good. We get this guy in here like that, and our pocket goes in. Ooh, isn't that fun? Fun, fun. Okay, and then, super cute, my upside down trees. We want to do our closure. So I'm gonna just do a 5/8 inch circle with my punch. I think that will look, oh, so cute, so nice. Yes, it does. And then I'm gonna punch a hole. I think I'm gonna punch a hole. I might have to use my awl. Oh no, here's my big bite. Big bite. Punch a hole in this guy, and then I'm gonna see where I want. And just mark it. And then I'm gonna punch this guy too. Okay. And then this is a little bit of a different closure that I think is cute, and it's kind of makes things easy. So we're gonna cut another piece of twine for the top. And I am going to, I think actually what I want to do is I'm just going to glue this guy. I should have just glued this guy in, and then I could have punched my hole all at once. But that's okay. I'm going to just put that guy on there. And this guy then comes through here. We don't want to get it caught on the glue. Okay? And this bottom part, we don't want it to slip through, so we're gonna just make a couple more circles and just glue these guys on to our stringy guy here, okay? And you can kind of do that wherever you like, if you want a little tail hanging off there. Kind of a fun, different way. I might trim it down a little bit. I don't know. And then I'm just gluing these two circles closed with a lot of extra glue. Probably could have just glued one of the circles. That's okay. We don't mind extra glue around here. And so then your tea bag goes in there and these guys just get tied into a pretty little bow. And if you're more traditional Christmassy than me, you could use some pretty ribbon. Red or gold or green, silver. But I like the twine look. I don't want that way down there. I want it up here. Let's fix it. I like to have a little bit of a kind of rustic feel. Okay? So that's our pocket. Super cute and easy. And then it's just a matter of what you want to do for your tuck spot here. Do you want your piece to kind of stick up in the back? So I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this to kind of be the right width first. And I'm just using up my scraps. Really, I've got a lot of, I don't know, if you're moving, I don't know, I maybe put my stuff in storage and moving around for a while. I actually am not totally sure what the future of this channel will be, but we'll see how it goes. There will be videos at least for a while still. So I'm just gonna fold this over like that. I think that's about what I want for my, but I actually think I want this on the outside because I think that will be prettier. Okay, yeah. So that gives a nice contrast on my front. Have that little guy sticking up there. I love that. And then I think I'll cut this off a little bit. It's a little long. I just want it to be a little bit of a cute flippy flap. I can put some kind of a message or something. A little bit of text paper on top of that guy. And then he slides right in there and can be, you know, kind of like your card. And then the last bit is if you want to do that closure like this, all I did was you can take this guy. I actually decided to use a different piece of paper just because I liked the contrast. But you can use this same one that you have left over. Or if you have other scraps that will suit. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to do that. And then it just, for me, it depended on, you know, I had that fussy cut lady. Depends on what I'm going to do with the front. And I think I might just do something really simple like this. Maybe put some words on it later, or maybe I'll cut this out, put that on there. I kind of love this. I love this flower. This was from a Stamperia paper pack that was really beautiful. I don't know if they still make it. It was a Christmas one, but it was really, really stunning. So I think I'll make this guy into my closure. So let's cut him off on our back there. And I think I will make it a little skinnier too. It's a bit wide at this size. It's kind of amazing once you start going through all your stuff to move and actually thinking about that kind of process and everything, how much, like, I save, you guys, I have so many paper scraps that, like, I know there's part of me that's like, oh, but I'll use those. It's not true. It's not true. I'm trying right now to at least use up what I can before I go. Actually, by the time this video is out, I will be in Japan for a bit. And then maybe in Denver for a bit, I don't know. Okay, and then this guy, I can put him on so that he will kind of cover over that closure, but not glue on that side. So we'll glue like over here. Yes. So then this guy goes like this. A little gluey. Perfect. Oh, that's beautiful. And then I think I am actually gonna just go ahead, cut this guy out and see what he looks like. I just wanted to have a little bit of wordage to bring it all together. Yeah, let's do it. Let's glue it. Okay. I didn't ink it, but I think I'm okay with that. I want this to be a pretty quick, easy, little fun, souvenir-y, gifty, stocking stuffery Christmas project. And that's it. That's our super cute little pocket. You can grab a tea bag or two, squash them in there, close that guy up, give them to your friends, give them to your coworkers, or just, enjoy having made them. Thank you so much for joining me and crafting with me. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.